One of, I think, the all-time sultriest, most tempting steak preparations is steak au poivre, steak with peppercorns in a luscious, creamy brandy sauce. It is spicy, it is creamy, it is just like the most incredibly sophisticated, but I think universally well-loved dishes. And it happens to be, I think, a perfect meal for our Valentine's Day meal. I'm using New York strip steaks today, really nice marbled fatty steaks. I think for a really pungent spiced sauce, and it's not spicy, it's just that the peppercorns, and there's lots of them here, it is a peppercorn steak, I think it demands a good amount of fattiness from the meat to be able to hold up to that level of flavor, which is why I choose something like a New York strip. You can see the gorgeous layer of fat here at the outer rim of the steaks. You can also see there's lots of marbling even within the interior. What you're looking at on the surface and why it looks all crystallized is that I went ahead and salted my steak about an hour ago on both sides, and I'm letting it just sit here and hang out. You can actually do that process. You're gonna dry your steak really well on both sides with just some paper towels. Salt really well on both sides and leave it like this on a baking rack over something to just catch anything that falls off, and set it in your fridge overnight. Or you can do the fast track way like I did, or you don't have to do it at all. You can just do it right when you get started and let it hang out while you get the rest of the items prepared. Regardless, you do want to make sure that your meat is hanging out on the counter half an hour before you get ready to cook. That's gonna ensure that it has a chance to take off some of the chill, that the meat will cook evenly, that you will get the most glorious tender inside and the most golden crisp crust on the outside. Okay, next up we are gonna start working on the peppercorns for our peppercorn steak. I am gonna use a mortar and pestle today just to keep it contained. If you don't have mortar and pestle, what you're gonna do is put your peppercorns into a dish towel like so, and just use a heavy bottomed skillet. We're gonna use this cast iron skillet to cook the steaks today. It would be a perfect tool just to press and gently crush your peppercorns. So I like the sauce very heavy on the peppercorns. I like to go for maybe 2 tablespoons per steak. So I'm gonna do a total of about 4 tablespoons here. We start out looking like this. Lovely, peppery, actually